6:45, and it is, let's see what time it is, 6:43 in the morning. It is Thursday, so welcome to Thursday, and here's the sunrise we have so far. Over here, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it here today, guys. It looks better over here. Good morning, Kelly. How are you? Good morning, Joey. Good morning. Looks like a nice day. Yes, I think it's going to be 80. I think right now it's about, oh, I looked it up. I think it was 50. Can you guys hear me okay? I was not able to plug in the microphone um, due to the plug that I had it plugged in did not charge it last night, the phone. So I have to plug it in. So hopefully you can hear me okay. I'll try not to talk too low because you know how quiet I am. Oh, that's such an evil laugh. Let's see where we are today. All right, I'm trying to get this set up so I can see what you're saying. And, oh, it's a bit low. Okay, I will turn up my volume. Can you hear me now? Okay, it's 9/11. Yes, it is 9/11. It's 9/11. Whew, think back what you were doing on that day. I was teaching 6th grade at the time. I didn't know what was going on, and people were taking their kids home, and I'm like, what's going on? Nobody told anybody else, so. Um, what other special holiday is today on September 11th? National days. I don't know. So, yeah, it's 9/11 today. Okay. Um, it's a sad day for a lot of people, so just thinking about that, where I was that time. Um, but yeah, so um, thank you, Joey. Thank you. 24 years ago. Wow. Wow. That's a long time ago. Mm-mm-mm. Looks like the sun's going to come up nice today. It's not as cold. I only have a regular sweater shirt on. I think it's like 50 something today. So I don't have to freeze out here. It's at Connie was saying that she's like wondering how many more days I'm going to be out here. I'll be out here. I think it's good to breathe the cold air um, in the morning, you know. So tomorrow, you guys are going to be so excited to know. Guess what tomorrow's national, you know how they have like National Ice Cream Day or whatever. Tomorrow is National Hug Day and High Five Day. Tomorrow is National Hug Day and High Five Day. So that's something positive to look forward to. September 12th. It's also National Day of Encouragement and some other things. Yep. Tomorrow's National Hug Day. Justin. Today is September 11th, which is a sad day in the United States. But we survived it. And we will continue as a nation to survive. Be strong. It's also National School Picture Day. Did you get your school pictures done yet? Hey, New Zealand, thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming back. I'm just getting my other phone done. I hope you can all hear me okay. Let's see. Mods, why you non-greet people and acknowledge them when they join? Oh, Kelly's getting ready for school and she just listens. So, New Zealand, she's getting ready for school and she just listens to me in the background. And that's okay. I'm here to greet you. Isn't that enough? Don't you want to hear me greet you? Is that not enough? Yep. So 3,000 people didn't survive, Kelly said. But Joey says, hey, New Zealand. So it looks like it's going to be a glorious day here in Pittsburgh. And I sure hope you can hear me because I don't have my microphone because the phone is plugged in. So, get my coffee. My hubs left me coffee. It's probably cold. The cup is cold, but... It's almost the weekend. Harsh, hi Sally, how are you? Can you just say hi to me? My name is Harsh Soni. I am joining in from India. Well, good morning, Harsh Soni. You don't have to ask me to say hi because I say hi to everybody. And then I asked them if they could hit the like button because it symbolizes a hug for me. And I love hugs. And Rhonda's here. Good morning, New Zealand, Justin, Kelly, and Joey. Hi, Harsh. What about me? Good morning, Rhonda. Hey, Justin, I already said hi to you. Joey, New Zealand says hi to Joey. And I'm here this morning. I got my shower, but my hair is kind of kooky. I didn't do my hair or anything. And I don't have a jacket on. I just have this little hooded sweater, but it's not too bad. It's like 50 something out here, 52. So I should be okay. My hubby's here. Big D's place is here. Good morning, everyone. I told you good morning earlier in the feed. Oh, did you? I was too busy fussing with this darn phone that didn't charge. I plug it in and it didn't charge. Sorry, we are all sometimes busy with other stuff. Yes. Yes, drinking my coffee. And is Ace in the house? Is there an Ace in the house? I was just wondering if there's an Ace in the house because I was just wondering that. Commenting about other stuff. Yeah. Get busy sometimes and doing that. New Zealand, are you in a little bit of a cranky mood today? Harsh says hi to everybody. Hey, Big D in the house. How's your Guinness? Justin was on your channel last night looking at your videos that you uploaded. Daryl, on your channel. The one that I taped with the Guinness, which I never knew Guinness did that when you poured it. Judith, run with me. Greetings, everyone. Good morning, Judith. Good morning. I hope it's a little warmer where you are, but then again, I saw something on the weather thing that I checked for the weather in the morning, and it said we're going to be steaming up here a bit. Shouldn't close your pools just yet. Um, so I guess it's going to be hot again, like really hot. But Texas is pretty hot too. Um, how are you doing, host? Me? My name is Sally D from Sally D's Reality. On here, I'm going to do some readings from the Bible, and yeah, we like to chit chat because I'm a talker and my people like to talk too. So I hope you like what you see here and you can stay with us. And I like that like button as a hug. Tomorrow is National Hug Day. National Hug Day and High Five Day. So you know me and the hugs. After being a kindergarten teacher, I love my hugs. So they have a national day for that. So I know today is September 11th, and we will, some point today we should all take, a moment of silence for all those who did not make it through 9/11, that were, in that horrible, horrible day, But so let's see what I have here. I had my other book. I had something I thought I found for, I think this is it. Does this have, I had something for September 11th here that I looked up. Yes, it's called World Day of Prayer. In the stillness of prayer, I know peace. When the world feels chaotic, and I long to return to the peace of God, I know it is time to pray. It is a balm for my soul to leave busyness and obligations behind and relax into the tranquility of prayer. As I pray, my worldly concerns begin to fall away, along with the temptation to puzzle over problems, ruminate over regret, or worry over the future. As I spend time in the silence, my thoughts dissolve and my heart opens. In this place of perfect stillness, there is only God. I touch the peace and perfection of spirit in prayer and carry that mindful connection with me. After a restful interlude, a prayerful stillness, I return to my activities. The world may not have changed, but I have. I go forward to meet life with poise, equilibrium, and calm confidence. Be still and know that I am God. We've all heard that, right? Be still and know that I am God. That's from Psalms chapter 46, verse 10. So you need to spend time in the silence. Where could we go to find that silence, right? Where could we go? I know a lot of people, YouTubers, content creators, they go in their car. They go in their car to make the content, because that's the only calm place they have in their life. But we should also think about going to the car or wherever, to find a place, like you try to find a place for making your content. Find a place for your calmness and being with God. Okay? We're all like that. I'm not any better, and I've never said that I was better than anyone else, and I'm like the last one to say that I'm a superhero, but you need to come along with me and find that place that you can be calm with God. And if we all join together in prayer, we won't have another September 11 in any country. We need to find calm and peace. My gosh, peace. Why can't we just have peace? Why? Why does people in the world have to be, nitpicking at this and that and then become into a war? I'm not talking about any politics here. I'm just saying, why? Why? I don't want to go into the politics or any of that. I just want to say, why can't we all get along? I mean, it sounds so silly, like, oh, why can't we all get along? But why can't we all get along? Why? Why can't we all get along? I would like to know that. And if you have any intuition or whatever, think to say about it, but as long as it's not political, why can't people just be nice to one another? What is it ingrained in people that they have to say the last word or they have to have a rude comment? Why can't they just see a stranger and say, you know what, you look really nice today? Or open a door for someone, Why? Why can't we all get along? I just don't understand it. And my thing is not moving, so I don't know what it's saying here. Sally, thank you for the warm welcome. You're welcome, Judith. 74 degrees where Joey is. I agree with what Rhonda just said. What did Rhonda say? Let me see. High five, Sally. Okay, 94 degrees. I missed what Rhonda said. Let me see here. I'm getting behind because I'm talking too much. Well, yeah, we need to coexist. Exactly, Daryl. I remember when we had, I saw coexist on a bumper sticker, and I thought, wow, that is so cool. It had, um, all different religions, Judaism and Catholicism, Christianity. It had, Arabic, or, all the different religions on this sticker in some kind of design in the letters. And I thought, why can't we all coexist? What does it matter on what, um, if you're not the same, if you don't honor the same God as I do, right? Um, why does that matter? As long as you're a good person, right? Okay, so I'm not going to tell you that you have to do my God and you say I have to do your God, right? If if that's what is making you a better person. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm even making sense, but I just can't understand why we can't all get along. So, let me finish my reading here. I bless the world with thoughts of peace. The word shalom is synopsis with the word peace, but it means more than an absence of war and conflict. Shalom, appearing so frequently in the Bible, is also used to affirm wholeness and well-being. True, lasting well-being requires the kind of peace known by living in alignment with God. Anchored in peace, people are less likely to be in conflict and more likely to appreciate that the beautiful planet Earth offers goodness and abundance for all. When I pray for a peaceful world, I pray shalom for myself and for each of you and every land there is out there, to have their needs met, to know lasting well-being for themselves and their families, to live in harmony, and to work toward our common good. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace for those who make peace. That's from James chapter 3, verse 18. And I will read that again. I might read it twice because I need to get it in my head. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace for those who make peace. So if you're going to be a peacemaker, then what? Peace should come back to you, right? Peace should, keyword should. I always have those keywords, should. But we have to work for that, right? It just doesn't say, oh, I'm going to be a peacemaker. You have to be an example. Remember we talked about role models earlier this week? Role models. You have to be a role model, not just to children, but to other people. some people that are grown up, that, they're just, they don't know how to act. They didn't have a good upbringing. They don't know right from wrong. Sometimes we have to be a good role model. If someone wants to come up to you and start gossiping about, Janie over there, what, say, I really don't want to go there, or just say, what, I don't, I gotta go, right? If you put into that, oh, what did Janie do? And then you spread it. Gossip is a horrible thing. It is so horrible. Just like rumors are too. You got to be an example. I used to watch the Veggie Tales all the time with my students and my kids, and there's one that's called the rumor weed, and the little Veggie Tale, I think it was a cucumber. I don't know if it was Bob or Larry, but anyway, he would keep feeding into it and doing stuff, and it was feeding the rumor, and the rumor kept growing and growing and growing, and it turned into this monster, right? Like bad big weed, because he kept feeding it. He kept feeding into that rumor and making it more and more and more. If you're a Muslim, that does not matter to me. I'm just looking different things that are coming up. I'm not getting to read them all because I'm too busy running my mouth here, but I don't care if you're Muslim or what. You're here with me and we're friends, okay? All right. So that rumor weed, because even Muslims, do they gossip? Probably, right? Okay? So we're all in this together, no matter what God you praise, okay? So that rumor weed kept growing and growing because they kept feeding at it and getting more people involved in the rumor, and it just turns into this monster. Isn't that true? Isn't that true about, rumors and, lying about people? My boys knew that if they lied, I would be so disappointed in them. And I don't tolerate lying, because if you can't tell the truth, then don't talk to me, because the truth will set you free. Because I'll tell you what, if you lie, it's going to get more and more, and the story's going to keep turning. Don't lie to me. That's all I say. So my older son lied to me one time only, okay? And it was concerning our dog. He said that our dog had bit him. And I was ready to put that dog down, because I don't want a dog that's crazy, Here, he had a knife. He was doing something with a stick, trying to carve it, and he slipped and he and he blamed it on the dog. So then he told the truth, because I was ready to get rid of that dog. See, you can hurt somebody really bad by telling lies or starting rumors. So don't do it. Just don't do it. It's like, a lot of people, I'm sure there's people in my life. I know there's people in my life, my 60 years of life, that didn't like me because I'm too bubbly. I'm too positive as the world outside. I'm not always positive toward myself, because even my friends know that. Rhonda can tell you. She's trying to help me, but I'm always positive about the outside, right? I'm trying to help everybody and make everything good for them, make everybody happy. But sometimes I have to look in the inside and try to make myself happy, because I can't be a good friend if I can't love my own self. But I'm working on that. So, love does conquer all. Yes, it does, New Zealand. And that's why Daryl and I have been married 40 years. Love does conquer all, because people say, oh, how did you stay married for 40 years? Because when you argue, you make up, right? Nothing's too extravagant to break up our bond, because we promised God, our God, that we were going to be together forever. And that's what we are. We're going to be together forever. Good morning, Carol. I see her name on there. But you can have wars in a family. There can be wars in a family, and people that, my own family, my oldest son hasn't talked to me in 6 years. Years ago, I couldn't even talk about it. But today I can talk about it, because I don't know why we're at war. I don't know what I did. Just tell me and I'll make amends for it. You know me. You guys know me. You're here every morning. I am not a confrontational person. I don't try to find battles or anything. It's just, it's crazy. And I can be a friend to everybody. I could be your best friend, or if you want me to be your worst enemy, then do something to my family, right? Um, yeah, it is hard. It is hard, Rhonda. But I don't know. And you know what the thing is, Rhonda? I chased him down, and my son, his name's Daryl too, little Daryl, and but then I came to the reality because my friends are all, oh, just leave him alone. Yeah, but he's my son. I raised him. I put a lot of love into that, and um, I came to the conclusion that I can't force someone to like me, and I can't force someone to love me, nor can I force someone to spend time with me, especially my son. So, you know, I'll just have to wait because people tell me that it'll come around. So hopefully before I die. But it's just hard because he doesn't talk not to me or his father. So I don't know. I mean, you guys know my husband. He's an easygoing guy too. So I don't know. But let's not talk about that. So today's September 11th, and it is. I think Kelly said it's been 22 years, and I bet you a lot of you know, if you're from the United States, especially where you were at that time. I was teaching sixth grade, and I kept getting announcements on the speaker, the over speaker thing, and they kept saying, this kid, come to the office, your mom's here to pick you up. And I'm like, okay, that's 10 kids now. Why are people leaving at, this time? School just started practically. And so I called down the office and said, is something going on? And, they weren't telling me. And I says, you know what? I'm going to find out. So I found out, about that. And I was like, and I couldn't, they said, do not tell the children. Okay, well, they're going to figure out that something's wrong when half of the class is gone. I mean, I think it's better to be honest with them. But, so, good morning, Paula. I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but I just wanted, to say that. So, where was I at? True lasting well-being requires the kind of peace known by living in alignment with God. Anchored in peace, people are less likely to be in conflict and more likely to appreciate that beautiful planet Earth offers goodness and abundance for all. When I pray for a peaceful world, I pray shalom for myself and for each person of every land, to have their needs met, to know lasting well-being for themselves and their families, to live in harmony, and to work toward our common good. I know I read that already, but I wanted to read it again. So, let's see. I don't know. I'm see. Sally, go see him, hug him, tell him you love him. That's what Gen Z needs. They're growing up in a different world. Yes. Sister in the house. Yes, we all remember where we were. Yeah, we do. Let's see. I lost my pace. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace for those who make peace. And that's from James chapter 3, verse 18. So, my garbage dude's coming. Sorry. But it's Thursday mornings. But I just want to say that if we all do acts of kindness for one another, I mean, it's not even that hard. Things like, okay, acts of kindness. This is what I'm referring to. Okay, you can do more extravagant things. Smiling at someone. Okay, if there's a coworker that you don't like, actually smile at them and have meaning behind good morning, right? You don't have to say good morning, but actually, good morning, Asher. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. So, actually say good morning to someone that you don't really care about. You don't. It's like, oh, they get on your bad side. But also holding a door for someone. If someone has a large amount of things they're carrying, say, can I help you? Sometimes people look at you weird though. When I say good morning, how are you today? And I wait for a response because usually people say good morning, how are you? And they just keep walking, right? They don't really want to know. They're just being, nice, I guess. But I actually wait for their response, and they're kind of looking at me like, you actually want to hear? Especially older people. They're like, you actually want to hear what I have to say. And I'm like, yeah, how are you? So my dogs aren't sleeping. They're up and down all night. But so yeah, little tiny acts of kindness. And I think it was who was it? Let's see. Somebody just said something. New Zealand. There's nothing that I would rather do than to go to my son's house, New Zealand, and give him a big old hug. Even his wife, who doesn't really like me, because I'm too. She said I'm too happy and I talk too much, which I do. But there was nothing more that I would love to do than that. I would. I would travel to. He doesn't even live that far, like 30 miles away. I have gone there before, and I've left gifts. I've sent him gifts. I wrote him letters and things like that. And we even went over there to drop off his Christmas gifts in like February the year that this all started. And he, I don't know if you can hear me over all that, but he told me to get off of his property. He messaged me, get off my property and don't ever come back on my property without permission. And I was just knocking on the door holding a bunch of gifts. So I don't know, but I don't want to go into that nonsense. I'm not even gonna. I pray for it every day. That's all I can do is pray. So yeah, National Hug Day. I know. There's nothing I would rather do than that. So, yeah, so the world peace, and I wanted to say things about that. But what I was having my discussion about, I don't know about you guys. Do you talk to God? Like, I just talk to him and I try to hear an answer and things like that. Yeah, all mothers have a bond. You're right. But what I was gonna say is I was talking to God today, and I was talking to him about when I was getting my shower and everything, and I was talking about different things. But this is something that weighs on me a lot. Why this is kind of off the subject, but why do bad things happen to good people? I mean, and I know there's probably no answer that anyone can give me, but I was talking to God about that before because I never know what I'm going to read, guys. I come up here, those of you who knew, I come up here and get out my books. I pick up a book and I put my finger in it, and I take that as God's direction on what he wants me to talk about. So I don't even know what these readings are about until I open that book. So I just wanted to know that, and I was like, every time, they have to come back and go up the cul-de-sac, so they got to make more noise. But every time I make a plan of something that I want to discuss on this morning, Sunrise with Sally morning, God's like, no, we're doing this, which I knew it was going to be something with world peace. So I found that page, and why do you ask that? Because I have a rainbow bracelet. I just like rainbows. A rainbow is my favorite thing because it's God's promise with Noah's Ark. Do you know that story about Noah's Ark? But a rainbow, anything colorful, I like. And just because the gay community has a rainbow as their symbol, it was always God's symbol for a promise, and this is my symbol for God's promise, and that's why I wear it. Okay, it's a support of God and his promise. So that's where the rainbow originally came from, and when everybody wore the rainbow, and I have nothing against the gay community, I'm just saying, oh, is Marilyn here? Good morning, Marilyn. How are you? Not because of that. I have love for every person, Asher. What people do in their bedrooms is not my business. Okay? Just like it's not their business what I do. So, who your partner is none of my business as long as you're happy. Okay? Now, the only person that's going to judge you in the end is who? God. I'm not here to judge you. If you are gay, then that's your prerogative, right? That's your life. But I'm not here to judge you. I'm not the judge, jury, and all. I'm not. So it's really none my business. Nunya, you ever hear that? Nunya, I tell my students, none your business. Get out of there. They would try to go in my bags and see what I brought in that day. So yeah. So it's their prerogative. It's what they want to do. Okay, but I don't judge. I am not. I'm not, because I tell you what. Let those who judge, you know, be without sin. Okay, you don't throw rocks if you live in a glass house, right? Okay, so we can't be judging people because there's not one person can say they've never sinned. You know, that's in this world. So I'm good. How are you? All right. God's promise, not flood the world again. Yes, and that's what the rainbow is. And I'm still trying to finish my rainbow steps, but I have to finish the blue skies. I'm going a little out of it is all done, and then I have to add on to it. So I'm making blue skies with clouds. I was watching some YouTube channels on how to make clouds with a paintbrush. This one girl, she's good. I wish she lived close to me. So let's see what we got here. Good morning. Nanya. Nanya. You like Nanya? Yeah, Nanya business. Nanya. It sounds like an Italian word, doesn't it? I don't know, maybe it is, but the kids would always be, oh, what do you have today, Mrs. David? They go through my bags and stuff, but the rainbow is a symbol of hope for me. Yes, I don't know why, how the rainbow became their symbol, but okay, maybe it's hope for them. I don't know, but just because I have rainbows. I don't know. It's so. I've been asked that several times. My funky glasses and that, or are you a lesbian? No, I've been married for 40 years. I have 2 children. No, but it's none of your business anyway. So, but yeah. So I just want to know, like, does anybody have any other outlook on that? Why good things happen, or why good things happen to bad people? Why bad? Oh, it is. I got cold air. Why bad things happen to good people? That was my question that I wanted to throw out there, because I'm just like a little. I don't know. I've always thought of that because my mom, she was 69 years old. She just turned 69, and a month or so later, she passed away from stage 4 colon cancer. They did remove the woman cancer, but they couldn't get the colon cancer. So why someone that young? She had so much to live for, and she was such a good person. She was a good person on earth. Why don't they take the not so good people? And I know you guys are waiting for me to say, well, I could have been my dad, but yes, I did think that, because he made her life a living, and mine too, you know, but he learned life without mom. He learned that he had a good woman and he treated her not so good. And now she's gone, and then he died, like 3 years or 4 years later. But I still took care of him, guys. I still took care of my father when he needed me, when he was, when he ended up getting dementia and stuff. And I still took care of him. Now, Daryl took care of him more than I did, because I didn't do some of the other things that, yeah. Only the good die young. Yes, that is an excellent song, Kelly. Billy Joel, Only the Good Die Young. It's so true. It's so true. Because you think about it, I guess God needs them all to come to heaven. But really, he should leave some down here, because we need some good here, We need good people here. But Yeah, so I'm just sitting here looking, admiring my door that my husband painted, and it looks so much better. It was like I don't know if you guys remember the last time I showed you my door with my I was showing you my wreath, not the door, but it was like this pukey looked like poopy diarrhea. But I'm gonna show you my door. I'm just sitting here admiring it. My husband did such a nice job, and then I made the wreath, so it was kind of like a family effort. Okay, let me show you my door. I have to open the storm door. Let me change this around here. Let me open it up here. Look at, doesn't that color look nice? I want to get my shadow there. Doesn't my wreath look nice on that door? There's the dogs. But doesn't that look nice on there? Doesn't that look nice? I like that color because we did like the base of the house too, but my wreath looks nice on there. So um, it's kind of like a chocolate brown kind of, it has like a red tint to it, but I really like how it turned out. Doesn't it look nice? But he wasn't gonna, I told him he didn't have to do the framing out, but he did. He did. So we're gonna do the back door too. Yeah, I know, I set off the dog alarm. But uh, okay, let's see what we got here. Yep. Um, anyway, I like that. You know, we've been trying to do little things, you know, that don't cost a lot of money to make the house nicer. Hey, Sally, did you notice I did? Yes, I was joking with you, Justin. How come you can joke around and I can't, huh? But so uh, today is a new day. It's, you know, September 11th, and you know, especially Americans, take a few minutes to remember those lives that were lost. Um, but you know, just because you know, certain countries are exploding and killing people, does that mean that all of those people feel that way toward the other country? No, it doesn't. Because I see a lot of, when I used to watch the news, I don't watch the news anymore, children and parents and that being killed. And they're not even involved in the government. So, sorting with Sayer. Good morning, Sayer. How are you? Thank you for coming back. It's so nice to see you. Yes, you are back. Thank you. Um, but anyway, I see that's why I'm not really wanting to talk about 9/11 because I don't want to get into the politics of it and everything get all, you know, blown out of proportion. But, you know, we do pray for those that have lost somebody. And yeah, I know some people that have, you know, passed away in that too. So, hi, teen rock star girl. Is that Minty Teen? Did you change your name? Hey, awesome girl. Okay. Did you change your name? And then I was wondering if Ace was in the house, but I guess he's still not here. He only goes on Evie's channel. I'm joking. Hey, Big D, Guinness rocks. Not that I drink much alcohol, but that. No, he just had that because we went out to dinner. He just got that. Um, okay, go earn your pay now, Daryl. Yep, I knew you changed your name. I can see that. Everyone should be against 3,000 people losing their lives. Yes, everyone should be against that. Yes, I agree, Kelly. Um, I don't know who said it. They weren't against it, but everyone is against it. We can hear you well. That's one of my faves, Justin. Okay. Sally, you lost somebody and he's still alive, your son. I know. I know that. But New Zealand, I'm telling you, he's a very hard-headed child. he's going to be 38 years old. And everyone say hi to Sayer. She just joined us. I won't give up. I won't give up, New Zealand. So Uh, yeah, I won't give up on him. But right now, I'm not in the mood for rejection right now. So I'm getting myself together because I'm learning to love myself more, because I never did that before. And with my friend Rhonda, and I have Paula, but Rhonda sent me her, she has a book, a workbook she made, and I'm really trying hard to really get into it. Before I can talk about it, I have to learn more about it. So if you're interested in like self-help things, Rhonda wrote a book. It's like a workbook, and there's different sections, or you can buy the whole thing. It's on her channel, Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley. And if you want to try that out, you can do that. Um, hey, Alexander Antonio, I know you're back. Hey, Sally, could you say this to everyone right now, please? Say what to everyone? Hi, Alex. Hi, Alex. Where's Alex at? Is that someone that's with you, or who's Alex and I'm saying hi to? I'll say hi to anybody. Hello. Notice I'm wearing my polka dot, my navy blue polka dots today. I was just like in a polka dot mood, but I threw them on at the last minute. So, Justin, new friend, teen rock. One question: will you grow up into a adult bull? I think it. Teen rock changed her name. She was Teen Minty or something. All right, I have to go. Be back in a bit. Okay. Bye bye. I hope Alex heard me say hello. I love polka dots too. My mom always like, you can't wear stripes, Sally. You can't wear stripes. Can't wear stripes. So I never wore stripes. So, we're winding down. We're almost to the weekend, and Um, I'm doing okay today. I am. I hate to bring it up for all of you that heard so much about it before, like Paula, and I don't think Rhonda was around when I was going through this, but my tooth thing is again, as you can see, it's all swollen, and I'm back to the pain again. Yes, it's all where they put that bridge in. I don't know what's going on, but I'm in a lot of pain, and it's excruciating when I try to floss my teeth. So I'm going to call them as soon as they open today, which they probably opened at like 7:30. So yeah, the pain's back, and it's probably infected, whatever the heck they did to my teeth, all that money I put into my teeth. So Alexander's like, oh, sorry I asked. No, I never saw Pink in concert. I always wanted to. Yeah, I'm back here, Paula. It's like that's why I'm talking like, nah. But it was bad last night. So, you know how I have to take the antibiotic because of my hip when I get my teeth cleaned. So I took 2 of the antibiotic this morning, hoping that they'll start me on a prescription. So I just can't get away from this. That's why I said I need to get false teeth. They hurt so much. So, give your pain to me. You don't want it. A toothache is worse than going to hell. You know, that's why I say God should just give someone eternal toothache for, the bad stuff they did. That's okay. That's okay, Rhonda. I've had this for the last 10 months. Um, it started like before Christmas last year, and it's all swollen again, and it hurts all the way down. I don't know. I really want my money back. I ran up all my credit cards. This last tooth was $800. That bridge they put in, I think, was $1,400 or something like that. All my credit cards, I had them all paid off, and now it just makes me so mad. So, and I still haven't heard from Aspen Dental yet. Their corporate office still hasn't called me after the way that lady chased me down. I do deserve my money back. Yeah. I don't even want them to try to make it right. I just want my money back so I think those 3 teeth that I got the root canals, I just pull them out, because apparently, well, when I looked at it, whenever putting took the the fake bridge on, and I actually looked to see what the actual tooth, there's hardly any tooth there. There's hardly any tooth, like, they ground it down so much. Why? I don't think these doctors go No, I don't think any doctors today go to school. I don't. Because, like I said, I nannied, I'm 60 years old, Alexander. Um, I just turned 60. Uh, but a lot, this girl I nannied for, she was going to school and I watched her baby. She was finishing up her internship or whatever it's called, and she was going to become the doctor, right? Um, she skipped so many classes. She would have me watch the baby while she went shopping or this or that. So she's skipping all those final classes where you learn all this stuff, right? You know, that's what your last years of school for. It's not just to put in the time. You got to put in the time to learn. And she was like skipping. And I was like, don't you have to be at class? Um, they use AI to pass. Oh, well, I don't think that was around then, Kelly, because this was years ago. Um, but, oh, you're leaving, Alexander? Okay. You just wanted to find out how old I was? I'm being boring, I guess, huh? I think that dentist was just wearing a dentist costume. It's really a cowgirl or a dog walker. I like that, Paula. Oh, I've said things, how she wanted to put that dry ice on my tooth. But yeah, this is a part of this. If you're new, Terry, good morning. How are you? You were on vacation and you're back. How are you doing? Oh, that's okay, Alexander. I'm joking around. Yep, you're back from vacation. Have you read Jenna Dewan book? No, I don't know who that is. I read a lot of books, mostly self-help, because I need a lot of help. Oh my goodness. Did anyone see my video on my friend Evie yesterday? She came for a visit, but she sent the UPS dude over. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good too, except for, the tooth. I'm still having the tooth problems, but I hope to get that taken care of today. I don't know. They won't even give you anything for pain. Oh my goodness. They won't give you anything for pain. Did you watch it, Rhonda? I dropped her on the floor and she's, the phone on the floor, and she's like, oh, that really hurt. And so later at night, she texts me. She goes, I have a slight headache from that fall. It's all your fault. Oh, Evie, she seems calm and reserved, but she's different when you really get to know her, But she was at the Hobby Lobby store, and I've never been to a Hobby Lobby, and she took me with her. She FaceTimed me as she was walking through the store, and I just couldn't believe how much stuff they had and how everything was so neatly on the shelves. It looked like a picture, like nobody moved anything. And I guess if someone touched anything, there's whoop, little elves come in, fix it. So it was such a neat store, like neat as in, not cluttered, and neat as in cool stuff there. But yeah, so she was gonna send me that little mushroom light and something else, and then she sent me a whole box of stuff, and I was just like, I was so I was just so overcome with like, oh, because I'm so used to giving and not receiving. So um, you were laughing when I dropped her. That was an accident. I had her on that little easel thing, and it just leaned forward, and then I almost dropped the glass that she gave me. So I'm just a big klutz, but some people can be really hard on themselves. I just laugh. I'm just like, that's the way it goes. But I finally finished my DIY on my sunny bed for Mister because he wouldn't get on the darn bed. So he was all over it. And then when I put it in place, he wouldn't get on it. So, hi Addie, how are you? Have a great day at school. So now I'm making another one. I have another one. I have a bunch of them. $1.29 for that tape. $1.29. Yes. All right then, Kelly. Have a wonderful day. I'm sure you're going to teach lots of things to the kiddos today, and it's almost Friday. So next time I see you, it'll be Friday. So I'm not sure about that one, Paula. Please explain. Okay, I don't know. Is Justin getting into trouble again? Hug a kid for me too. Good morning, Yvonne. Nano 5, Yvonne is here. Everybody say good morning to her. Good morning. Oh, yeah. I think I'm getting like a runny nose now. It's probably allergies out here. Um, but it's Pennywise the clown from It. Oh, I never saw that movie. Look at how cold it is. It's cold out here. Oh, hello, Nana. Terry's in the house here. I'm sure Yvonne knows Terry because they're both Dashers. Yes, Paula knows Yvonne because she was gracious enough to go over there and help her out with those little trolls because Paula knows how to get rid of them. She's an exterminator. She had a little troll problem over there on her channel, and now it's pretty good now. So she helped Nana5, aka Yvonne, out. Yeah, they started creeping over here a little bit, but sometimes you just talk to them, and sometimes they'll change their ways. Sometimes they won't. But she said hi to everybody. Hi, Sayer. You're back then. Good for you. Good. We're just talking about some of these people know each other. Those Dashers, I'm telling you, the Dasher channels, they're pretty interesting. You watch and see that. They don't get, like, a lot of the richer neighborhoods, the well-to-do, I'm not saying all of them, but they don't give tips. Don't give really good tips, where people like you and I that don't have a lot of money, we're more gracious and thankful and give the tips better than them. Now, why is that? I'm back. Why? Why what? I won't ever watch that movie. I'm sorry, Sayer. Did I miss something? Why? Why are you back? I don't. Are you asking me? Why do they not give them? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that. I worked for a lot of doctors and stuff when I wasn't teaching. I was a nanny, and some of them, their pockets are pretty tight. Like some of them are really, really nice. Really, really nice people, and they give you like a bonus at Christmas and stuff like that. But you shouldn't count on bonuses, especially anywhere you go anymore today. That's probably how they stay rich, right, Paula? Right, right. Well, a lot of people say that if you can't afford a tip, then you shouldn't go to a restaurant. So I don't know, but those waitresses only make, they only make what? How much does a waitress make now? Is it still in the $2? Like, is it $3 an hour? How much do waitresses make? Then they have to claim their tips and then take taxes out of that. I don't know. There's too much hand in the cookie jar stuff. Too many people's hands are in everybody's cookie jar. But I don't have my hand in anybody's cookie jar but my own. And sometimes there's no cookies left. So, but I think that's happening to all of us today because we don't have that many cookies after we get paid. So, but we just have to have faith, and God always seems to get us by, So, work hard and be good to your mother. Yep, I was good to my mother. I was, and I'm so happy for people that still have their moms, and they actually take care of them, because my grandma died when I was 5, and my mom died. She was 69, so I would have been I don't know how old I was. In 2012, she died. So what? Guess what? What? Don't leave me in suspense. Sarah, guess what? Sally, guess what? Good life philosophy, Justin. I have 9 subscribers. Yeah, I subscribe to you. I think I probably sent my husband over there. Does anybody else want to subscribe to Sorting with Sayer? Can you tell us a little bit about your channel? Sayer, tell us a little bit about your channel. I usually go through the subscribers that I can see. I go through like to visit their channels and such, and I usually subscribe. I usually do. I'm not going to say that 100% because I don't lie. So there's some things on there that are questionable. I don't know how they got on my channel, but hey, maybe they came here to learn about God. Well, it has some good videos that are ASMR restocks and like POVs. I don't know what that is. What's an ASMR? Uh, I agree, Paula Girl. Um, like satisfying restocks that are still good. Is that what you're talking about? Like you resell things? I started doing that and it took over my house. I could show you my room. Sayer, I hope you do well with that because I started doing that in my craft room. If you would see what it looks like, I can't even walk in there because I was getting stuff for reselling. I'm trying to start some kind of. Paula said she subscribed to you, Sayer. Thank you very much, Paula. You're an angel from heaven. I hope you're feeling better. Paula has pneumonia, so we're trying to get her better. That's why she hasn't been on her channel lately. But we're hoping she gets back to her regular channel, her dishwashing diaries, and her funniness on her little shorts, and also her other channel, which she does a Bible study, which I was getting into, but you're welcome, Sayer. Aw, poor thing. Yep. Yep. Paula's a little tiny thing. And the best thing is too that she has a sense of humor and she has red hair. um, sorry, not feeling well, Paula. Yeah. She hasn't been feeling well for a while. And you know who else? Spousal wife, Kimberly, you guys know her? She hasn't been feeling well either, and I've been checking up on her. She finally went to the doctor, and she has a really, really bad case of bronchitis. She's had it for like 4 weeks now. So she had to get 2 different inhalers. So, um, yeah. Yeah. So she got some medication. I hope I get some medication for this, but it's nothing like you guys not being able to breathe. But yeah, spousal wife Kimberly's been sick too. So if you want to check in on her and say hi to her once in a while, I'm all about, keeping in touch with my, yeah, great minds thinking like when I don't see somebody for a while, I'm like, hey, where are you at? You know, um, yep. Um, I really believe this is a family. Like, we're a community and we're a family. And Paula's community is, or like Rhonda likes to call it, a tribe. All of it like is like a web out, but there's a middle core, and all of us are in a core. Like Rhonda's goes this way, but we all meet together and we're all um, part of it. And Sayer, you're more than welcome to join our community and be with us. If you want to branch out and see Paula's channel or anybody else's channel, the core tribe. Yes, the core tribe. Yes, I did not think of that. It just came to my head. I guess it was just, whoo, like a light bulb went off. So the core tribe goes off, and then we all come together in the end. And I like to call all of my girls my sunshine girls because I think Karen calls them the golden girls, and that's okay. But my girls are the sunshine girls. You want to know why? Because they bring sunshine to my life every day. My girls that keep up with me and genuinely care, and that's the way it is. The core tribe. Yep. And I love every one of them. And I haven't known Rhonda that long, and she's helped me so much, in my heart, in my mind, and hopefully I've helped her in some kind of way. Yeah, the core tribe. See? But they're all sisters to me because sisters that I didn't have, and our tribe is growing. Yes, it is. And good morning, Rhonda. And Nana's part of our tribe, Yvonne. Everyone here is part of the tribe, okay? Now, you men, like Justin, you could be a sunshine girl too if you want. no problem. But anyways, Joey, you want to be a sunshine girl, Joey? But the boys can be in it too. I like boys. Um, Joey's so cute. He is so cute. He's always there. Paula, he noticed the one day I wasn't feeling like up to par, as far as happiness, and he's like, "What's going on, Sally?" He was the only one here, and I said, "Boy, for a guy, you have some intuition." Like he knew, and I was like, he's a good guy. I don't know if he's married or not, but girls, he's a good catch. If he has a wife, she better take care of him. So, but yep. So, I guess I'm gonna go call my doctor now about the dentist, so I want you guys all to be brave, be kind, be thankful, be happy, and I'll see ya when I see ya, which I hope is soon.